This is brutal. Devils starting off the season on a bad note. Immediate changes that need to be made. All that and more. Implications to follow. Let's talk. Welcome, Devil fans. Glad you're here. Definitely want you sticking around, though. Season underway. We want you guys here talking all things Devils. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button as hockey is back. So, Devils started off their season in Carolina last night. 6-3 loss to Carolina. Seth Jarvis and new acquisition K'Andre Miller both had multiple goals last night for Carolina. All right, so you guys know I can be critical about the Devils. And it's game one. You don't want to completely overreact. You don't want to go ahead and make a whole entire prediction off one game. No, you're actually better off doing the offseason, kind of taking into account what this team is, what they can predict, what they did last season. That's probably a better way to do it. But last night was a disaster. Last night was horrible. The Devils got completely outplayed. 33 shots to 22. Carolina hit like 5 posts. They missed the net on multiple opportunities too. Like this game last night, if it could have gone bad, it did exactly what you would have thought, everything that needed to happen to go that way. And you looked at this first 10 minutes of this game, it was complete, utter disaster. And I know I said the whole entire game, those first 10 minutes, you basically could have given Carolina the game. You can't win a game in the first 10 minutes, but you can certainly lose one. It's kind of like a job interview. That first impression is a lot. Those first 5 minutes, you can kind of tell how the interview is going to keep going, if it's going to go well, if it's not. If you're asking questions, did your research, it might go okay. But when you looked at the Devils last night, it was clear there was not too much research being done. They came out of there just like Carolina. First game of the season, new team, new year. Well, Carolina looked like they had played the past, 5 years together. It looked like a bunch of, players who had played for a long time, and they just kind of, they've been a good team, and they continued that last night. New Jersey, on the other hand, they couldn't get out of their own way. Those first 10 minutes could have easily been 3-0. And I know Jacob Markstrom made some nice saves, maybe got lucky with some of the posts, although you'll say, goaltender in good position, that's why it hits the post, and that is true to an extent. Jacob Markstrom kept that game close in the beginning. Carolina was shooting from everywhere. I know, maybe an annoying, frustrating style to play against when you have a team that maybe isn't setting up so much and is more so just taking the shots, using that probability factor. We know how that's how Carolina is designed, how they're made, how their GM builds their team, playing those probability factors. Well, last night it worked. It worked actually really well for Carolina. They found a way to score 6 goals with hitting 5 posts. You hit 5 posts and you still find a way to score 6 goals? Something's getting done right. But for the Devils, this was just a pretty horrible start. I know I'm kind of using the same terminology to call this game went, but, I could probably go through a list of synonyms for the word bad, because that's how it went last night. It was not good in any area. And when this team was built during the offseason, when we were making the acquisitions, when we were figuring out the lines, when preseason came around, and this team, and you're going, oh, well, guys like maybe Shane LeChance, Luke Glendening might make the team. You're figuring all that out, and then you're making decisions like this. Arseny Gritsyuk played .952 last night. Outside of Evgeni Dadonov, who didn't play in the third period because he got hurt, he played the least amount of minutes. Stop overcomplicating things. This is one of your most skilled, talented forwards. He shouldn't be playing on a fourth line role with players who are a little bit more so they're maybe, I don't know necessarily to set the tone, but they're there for a different role. A little bit more defensive, playing a little bit more matchups. They're a little bit of a different role. That's not Arseny Gritsyuk's game. He needs to be playing with forwards who can score, forwards who are talented, and every single forward is talented in the NHL, but elite guys, I should say, probably a better word for it. But he should be playing with players like Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier. Those are the forwards he should be playing with. He should be getting that type of ice time with those players. Instead, you're putting him in, maybe defensive situations, 9 minutes and 52 seconds of ice time. That doesn't make a ton of sense. You know, if you're going to overcomplicate things, I mean, you're just getting in your own way. You're just figuring out a way to, give the other team, like Carolina, a way to win. And that's what happened last night. I mean, Sheldon Keefe was clearly outcoached by Rod Brindamore last night. Rod Brindamore had his team ready to go. They were, playing well in the transitional game. They were out playing New Jersey in the transitional game, and they were finding ways to, create scoring chances. Even if they just threw everything at the net, they were figuring it out. And Carolina has played that way for years. So I understand if this is a January game and, you're off a back-to-back, you're a little bit injured, maybe that gets by, Carolina's able to have their way. First 10 minutes goes really bad for you. Carolina finds a way to put a goal on the board, maybe two. I would get that. But you had a whole offseason. If there's one game you're going to prepare for during the regular season, it's game one. I mean, you have plenty of time. You know your roster. You're healthy. You're in a good situation. And you come out in the first 10 minutes, they just completely, take the doors off. I mean, it was only 1-0, but it could have been worse without Jacob Markstrom. For your final 5 games last year, were against this Carolina Hurricane team. You had a whole offseason, new acquisitions, and you come out with that. That was the answer. That's what you figured out during the offseason. Get outplayed for the first 10 minutes, let up 6 goals. That's how it went last night. And I mean, just from a perspective of the defense, I mean, as a whole, it was bad last night. I mean, offensively, they still scored 3 goals. They found some type of chances. Defense, I mean, there wasn't really anything good to say about it. I mean, you're looking at it, they had a total of 13 giveaways. They couldn't get the puck out of their own zone last night. I mean, they couldn't help in the transitional game. They couldn't get the puck out of the zone. The offense suffered from it. I mean, defensively, they struggled a lot. I mean, you can just go ahead and look at the stats. I know, Dougie Hamilton had a goal. Luke Hughes, 2 assists. But there wasn't a ton of help from the defense last night. From the defensive side and from the transitional game. They weren't able to move the puck up ice. They could not get out of their own zone. Jacob Markstrom winds up letting up 4 goals last night. And you could probably argue Jacob Markstrom played pretty well last night and still let up 4 goals. So when you see an effort, I shouldn't go completely onto the effort part, but when you see a game like that and see one team ready for game one, dominate the first 10 minutes, find a way to score 6 goals, and then you come out there and you score 3 goals and can't get the puck out of your own zone, not good in the transitional game where you should have pretty much dominated Carolina in. I mean, that's an issue. I mean, just off the faceoffs alone, how many chances did Carolina have when New Jersey won the faceoff? I mean, they scored a goal, at least one of the goals, when New Jersey had won the faceoff, and they just got into New Jersey's corner, and they just plucked the puck out and found a way to score. I mean, those type of things are inexcusable, especially for game one. Like I said, I can see it a little more down the season, but in a game one, a whole off season, you know your team, you're healthy for the most part, and you come out in a 6-3 loss. And I mean, just things that you don't even have to overcomplicate, overthink, which you really shouldn't be doing. Arseny Gritsyuk, 9 minutes and 52 seconds of ice time, not playing on the top line. If Evgeni Dadonov goes down, can't find a way to get Arseny Gritsyuk, one of your more skilled players who you're kind of looking for in your top 6 because you didn't go out and get a top 6 winger during the offseason, gets 9 minutes and 52 seconds of ice time. Just interesting. Dougie Hamilton did have a quote after the game. We're going to have to figure out how to beat them in this rink if we want to do anything good this year. Well, yeah, I think that goes without saying. They're in your division. You got to find a way to beat Carolina. Look, you know how Carolina plays. They play the probability game. They put everything on net. Their team is designed to play probabilities. They rely heavily on the analytics. If you're New Jersey, you probably rely on the analytics as well, but you did not look like Carolina last night. You did not have the probabilities that Carolina had. I mean, the only player I can really think of off the top of my head who I went, wow, you know what, had a really good game is Cody Glass. Cody Glass looked really good last night, had that nice goal, but all in all, Cody Glass was a really good last night for New Jersey. But outside of that, I mean, Offense, yeah, they scored 3 goals, but, Frederik Andersen, maybe a little bit softy. Didn't feel like it created a bunch. Transitional game did struggle, and I do say the defense was a big part to that. But there wasn't a ton of good last night. I mean, inside of those first 10 minutes, like I said, you can't win a game in 10 minutes, but you can certainly lose one. And last night, well, New Jersey clearly did not get the job done. Interview did fail. Game 1. It is game 1, though. Let me know down in the comments, though. What do you think? Give me your overreactions, I guess so. I hate recency bias, but, let me know down in the comments. My predictions did not change. Like I said, beginning of the video, you're better off sticking with what you had in the preseason, the assumption you made, what you thought was going to happen during the offseason, preseason, than you would after game 1. I don't care if this game was 10-15 nothing. It's game 1, but definitely probably I'd say an inexcusable game 1. Game 2 Saturday in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay up 3-1. And Ottawa, big comeback. Won that game 5-4. 4 unanswered for Ottawa. They look good. Tampa Bay expected to be good. So game 2 in Tampa Bay from Amalie Arena. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Give me some score predictions there. And what do you think game 1? Game 1, I didn't love it. Like I said, I think probably with 1,000 synonyms for the word bad. I don't even know if there are 1,000. But game 1, not very good. Didn't do a lot right. Not going to win many games doing it that way. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys all really soon.